Self-sabotaging behaviors when trying to diet or lose weight can be mystifying. And what women often do is we give ourselves shit. Like, we are the problem. We need to get ourselves in control. We need to be firmer and try again and just get our shit together, right? This is where we tend to land. But there's a reason why we struggle to be consistent, why we struggle with self-sabotage. There's this thing called cognitive dissonance. It's when our identity and values don't align with our behaviors. I call this integrity pain, but it's actually called cognitive dissonance, and it's a real thing that our brain doesn't like to have. It's like this gap that creates discomfort, and our brain needs to collapse that gap. And there's 4 different ways that our brain collapses this gap, and you are going to recognize each and every one of these as a reason why you self-sabotage. The first way we collapse that gap is to change the behavior. So you value health, you want to lose weight, but you just ate a dozen cookies. We collapse that gap by changing what we're doing. By the next action being going for a walk, throwing out the cookies, eating a salad. You get the idea. These are the things that we want to or intend to do, but it's the hardest thing to do because in that moment, we're quite dysregulated. We just want to say, what the hell? I've wrecked it all. I promised myself I was never going to eat sugar again, and I just ate a couple of cookies, right? This is a thing that I teach my clients to do because we want to collapse the gap in this way. The other 3 ways are not helpful at all, but they are very well practiced and have turned into autopilot. This is why we're mystified all the time. The second way we collapse that gap is we start to change the belief. We start to think things like, see, I suck at this. I can never be consistent. I'm never going to be able to lose weight. Why do I always self-sabotage? These thoughts start to rationalize why we made that choice. Again, we're collapsing the gap this way. The third way we collapse it is to justify the behavior. I've been stressed. It was a really hard day. I've been good for the last couple of days. We're collapsing that gap by making it okay for us to make those choices, even though they aren't in line with our beliefs and values. And then the 4th way is to minimize or just throw in the towel completely. So this is the what the hell effect. Well, I messed up already, might as well keep going. I promised myself I wasn't going to eat sugar. I ate a cookie, might as well eat the rest of them because then I'm going to start fresh on Monday. Let me know how many of those you can relate to, or if you're like 2, 3, 4, maybe 1 every now and then, but let me know in the comments which one of those kind of lands a little bit harder than the other ones. I hope that was helpful. Raise your hand in the comments if you are a start again on Monday kind of woman, because I have a free resource on pattern interrupters to help you break that habit. Talk to you soon.